Have you ever noticed some women look incredibly calm on the outside? They're responsible, they handle everything, they're so organized, but inside, they feel like they're just getting through life. And it's almost like life has become something to endure instead of something to experience. And if you've felt this way at any point in your life, you're not alone. And today I want to talk about something that I believe is one of the biggest reasons women end up living in what I call bracing mode. They didn't lose their strength. They lost their joy. So many of the women that I work with are incredibly capable. They manage their careers, their families, their responsibilities, their deadlines. And from the outside, everything looks like it's under control. But internally, their nervous system is doing something very, very different. It's bracing, always preparing, anticipating the next thing, always pushing through. And when I talk with them about their lives, I often ask a simple question. What brings you joy now? And you know what happens? Many of them pause, sometimes for a really long time, because somewhere along the way, they stopped doing the things that make them feel alive. All right, so let me ask you something. You can even comment down below if you want. When was the last time you did something purely because it brought you joy? Not because it was productive, not because it was necessary, just because it made you feel good to be alive. Joy rarely disappears overnight. It usually happens slowly. Life gets busy, responsibilities increase, and we start telling ourselves things like, I'll just do it later. I just need to get through this season. There's just too much to do right now. So the things that nourish us start to disappear. Creativity, quiet time, fun, curiosity, and life starts to become mostly about managing responsibilities. And when life starts to feel like something you constantly have to manage to survive, your nervous system starts to adapt. It becomes more vigilant. It becomes more tense. It becomes more alert. That's what I call bracing. Here's something that many people don't realize. Joy is not just a luxury in life. Joy is actually one of the ways your nervous system receives the signal that it is safe. When you experience joy, your body softens, your breath slows down. Your mind stops scanning for problems. Your nervous system shifts into a very different state, what I call steadiness. Let me ask you another question. Have you ever gone through a period of life where everything felt heavy? And then you had a moment where you laughed with someone or spent time doing something you loved, and suddenly you felt lighter. Even if nothing in your life had technically changed, that's not random. That's your nervous system receiving a signal of safety. A lot of high-functioning women stop allowing joy because they believe things like, I should be productive. Joy is too indulgent. I'll enjoy life when things calm down. But here's the truth. Life rarely calms down on its own. And if joy is Postponed, if it's always postponed, the nervous system stays in survival mode. Steadiness doesn't come from controlling life. Steadiness comes from reintroducing moments of aliveness into your life again. Now here's the good news. Moving from bracing to steadiness does not require a complete life overhaul. It starts with small signals to your nervous system. Things like taking a walk outside without rushing, doing something creative that you used to enjoy again, letting yourself rest without guilt, spending time in nature, laughing with someone you enjoy being around. These moments may seem small, but to your nervous system, they are powerful signals that life is not just something to survive. I'd actually love to know this. If you're watching this video, what is one small thing that used to bring you joy that you haven't done in a really long time? Let me know down in the comments. Sometimes even just remembering those things is the first step back toward steadiness. So many women believe that steadiness will come after their life becomes less busy. But what I've seen over and over again is something completely different. Steadiness begins when women start reintroducing small moments of joy back into their lives, not as a reward, but as something that helps the nervous system remember. Life is not just something to brace through. It's something you're meant to experience. If this idea of bracing versus steadiness resonates with you, you might also want to watch the next video because I'm going to share 5 surprising signs that your nervous system might actually be living in bracing mode, even if you look calm on the outside. And many high-functioning women don't even realize they're doing it. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next one.